Hello, hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Welcome to Friday Fright Night. You know, I forgot to play. One sec. Okay, now I can talk. Now I can talk. Victoria, thank you for joining. Trent, thank you for joining. Francis, hell yeah, and I'm glad to hear that, man. That's awesome. Hell yeah, thank you for joining. As you can see in the background, I'm getting more festive. I'm getting more Christmas stuff up. Groovy music, absolutely. Absolutely. Abracious, thank you for joining. Sebastian, thank you for joining. How are you doing, guys? This is awesome. I'm getting more into the season. Family's been downstairs decorating all day, whatnot. We're getting more Christmassy. Bracious, hi Jordan. Hello, Bracious. How you doing, man? How you doing? Mm. By the way, we're going to be discussing a couple of things that happened today. First off, Alex, thank you for joining. Try again. Thank you for joining. How you doing, man? How you doing? Also, by the way, I didn't say happy birthday to you on your birthday. I gave you a shout out on my channel the day before, but happy late birthday, man. How goes it? Ah, man. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Vic. Really cool, really cool. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. I see that you're liking this, but we're going to be talking about some things, obviously. And like an idiot, I forgot to pull this up, so hopefully you guys don't mind if I pull something up really quick for you guys. Really quick. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and bring up a picture. As you guys know, we're going to be talking about several subjects, and the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to be talking about this right here. Bam. Yep, you see it right here. Disney Plus just released their first official image of Hocus Pocus 2's The Sanderson Sisters. Man, does this hit me in my childhood. Like, seriously, I am so excited for this. You have no idea. Now, the story, again, yes, feels very cash grabbish, very simple. Nothing really crazy about the story, but wow. I mean, just look at them. Just look at them. They've aged, obviously. And me and my friend were talking. Me and my friend Cinnamon, you guys know as Spice Rack on here. We were talking about this because we were really excited about this. And I was like, it's kind of weird to see Mary almost the same size as the other sisters now. It's like she used to be a little, she used to be the big one. And she goes and tells me, well, she hasn't eaten in like, centuries or, decades. And it's like, wow, that actually, if they use that, that would be a good excuse. Like that, yeah, she has not eaten a child in so long. So, like, yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? That's right, Alex, your aunt. Um, but yeah, no, I was like, wow, they look great. They look great in the costumes. I mean, I'm just so excited to see what they do with this. I really am. The witches are back. I joined your Patreon this week. Oh, I think you did actually. I remember that. Thank you so much, Trent. I appreciate that, man. You're a badass for doing that too. You did not have to do that, and I appreciate it. Anybody who joins my Patreon, I let me know if there's anything you would like to see from Patreon. Obviously, we do Tales from the Crypt reactions. We do reactions to TV shows and stuff that are going to be exclusive from YouTube. So if you guys like that stuff, you guys will like Patreon. And obviously, you guys can see full-length movie reactions, reactions that are not edited at all. So like reactions for Pet Cemetery, not edited. You guys can watch the whole movie with us. Hocus Pocus 2, yes. Look at that. Does that not make you, like, people who grew up in the 90s or, like, were born in the 90s and grew up with Hocus Pocus, does that not make you just so happy? Let me make this bigger really quick. Look at that. Ah, dude, Winifred. I can't wait to see Winifred back on screen. Winifred is my favorite of the three. I mean, they're all great. They all work off each other beautifully, but Winifred Sanderson is going to be so interesting to see back on screen. Really, that's it. I'm so excited. The story is obviously something simple, like, a group of girls go to the museum and they light the black flame candle and shit happens again. Pretty much the same story, pretty much. But, that's not really what we watched the original film for. We really watched the original film for the Sanderson sisters. They really made that film special. Like, the three, witches are really the highlights of that original film. In my opinion, they are. and they made it so watchable and fun. 8 likes, come on guys, smash that like button. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that, by the way, Shane, and thank you for joining us, Shane. I don't think I said that. I don't think I said thank you for joining us, Shane. No, thank you for joining us, Shane. Thank you for Lee. Hello again. Thank you for joining, man. Awesome. Yes. The Virgin blows out the candle. I kind of remember it. It's been a while. Yeah, the Virgin lights the black flame candle, and then all of a sudden, witches come back from the dead, and that crazy stuff, right? But that's obviously the first film. I think they're doing something very similar with the second film. But that, again, doesn't matter because the witches are coming back and we're going to have fun. Hopefully we're going to have fun. I hope the first trailer doesn't come out and is like that Home Sweet Home Alone trailer. Complete cash grab bullshit, right? No lights up no lights up the candle, something like that. Something along those lines. Absolutely. And guys, thank you, by the way, for checking out the Squid Game reactions. Those have been a lot of fun to react to. Really having a fun time watching that series. And if you guys are going to keep supporting that, that's awesome. But again, I'm very excited for Hocus Pocus 2. I think the witches look great in their costumes, the makeups. Obviously, there's nothing really different about them. They are still the same actors and talent as the characters again. Really excited. It's kind of like seeing, to me, it's kind of like seeing Luke Skywalker and Han Solo again. You know, it's like you get that feeling of just like, wow, that nostalgia, you know. It's like, because Hocus Pocus is actually one of those films that I go back to my childhood on, and every time I see it on TV, I'm just like, memories. I mean, I have memories of just laying on my parents' bedroom floor. You know, we would all like gather in their room and lay down on the floor and watch Disney Channel while they were asleep, and Hocus Pocus would come on during October, and we would just sit there and watch it. And no, we had our own bedroom and stuff. We had our own beds, but we thought it was fun just to get together and watch Disney Channel a lot as kids. Squid Game is so good. Hey, Ghost Yo, thank you for joining us. How you doing? Squid Game is so good. I agree. And people were asking me, why did I change the language? Like, I went from English to Korean, and the reason why I did that was because at first it was because my sister was watching it in English dubbed, and I didn't know that at the time. But by the time I played the first episode, it was in English, and I just went, all right, whatever, and I watched it in English. But people decided, and I was gonna watch it in the original language at first, and most people were wondering why I decided to change that, and I would rather watch it in the language it was created in. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather watch it like that because the performances are really, you really can feel the performances with the original talent. You know what I mean? And when it's dubbed with different voices, and it takes away from it just a little bit. But overall, I'm still really loving the series, and I don't mind subtitles, to be honest. Hocus Pocus, one of my favorites as a kid. Old Man Jenkins. I have not seen you in a long time, Old Man Jenkins. Wow, thank you for joining us on this live stream. Hell yeah. Haven't been to the cinema in ages. The last time I went, I watched Toy Story 4. Wow, man. Didn't Toy Story 4 come out like in 2012 or 2013? I think is when Toy Story 4 came out. It's been a while then, huh? The last movie I saw in the cinemas was It Chapter 2. So back in 2019 is the last time. No, it was actually, was It Chapter 2? Did It Chapter 2 come out after or before Joker? The last film I might have seen was Joker then. I had COVID, was in the hospital for a while. Oh, man, damn, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. I know several people who have COVID right now and are really struggling right now. I'm glad that you pulled through. I'm sure it's not all the way done yet. I'm sure you're still fighting some aftermath of that. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. That's really unfortunate. I really hate that. You're not the only person on my channel, our community, who's actually told me they've had COVID and had been battling it. Toy Story 4 was in 2010, so literally a decade ago. That is crazy, man. And thank you for that correction, by the way, Ghostio. I really appreciate that correction. I don't know what I thought came out in 2013. That was like, I don't know. But Toy Story 4, 2010, literally a decade ago. Oh my god. Was it Toy Story 4, Toy Story 3 that I'm thinking of? Oh my god, this is gonna bother me now. I gotta look it up. 1 sec. Toy Story. Okay, were we talking about Toy Story 4 or Toy Story 3? Because I'm now curious. Toy Story 4 is the one we were talking about. So Toy Story 3 might have been the one that came out in 2010. Toy Story 4 came out in 2019, so that was literally a few years ago. Toy Story 3 came out in 2010, so Toy Story 3 came out a decade ago. Okay, so he meant Toy Story 4. Okay, my bad. My bad. What a mix-up. To be honest with you guys, I haven't seen Toy Story 4 yet. Actually, that's the only Toy Story film I have not seen. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, yeah. Nope, Toy Story 3 came out in 2010, a decade ago. That's crazy to think about, by the way. Um, so actually, at the same time, I actually went to the cinemas back in 2019 too. That was the last time I went to the cinemas. Was 2019. Last time I saw with Birds of Prey. Oh, so you didn't? Okay, you went. You didn't go that long ago then. I like. You know what? I actually really like the Birds of Prey movie. I really like the Birds of Prey movie. It got a lot of hate, but I actually really enjoyed that one. A lot more than Suicide Squad, to be honest. All right, we're done talking about the Hocus Pocus film. The next thing we're going to be talking about is, obviously you guys are aware of this, but if you guys aren't aware of this, we're going to be making our first feature. It makes me happy looking at that. Trying to match up with that. Makes me happy to look at that. But me and Michael, when we hit 10,000 subscribers, we want to make a full-length documentary film about all of our paranormal encounters in our life. And it's going to be called Why We Believe. So, if you guys aren't aware, I went on Facebook and I said, if you are already a member of the channel or a Patreon to the channel, your names are automatically at the end credits of this when it happens, or if it happens. And if we hit when we hit 10,000 subscribers, we plan on putting up an Indiegogo campaign for you guys if you want to contribute money to this project. Obviously, you get something in return, so that we can make an actual full-length documentary. Black Loki, thank you for joining. How you doing, man? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Feeling festive. Started decorating the background a little bit with some Christmas decor. Toy Story 4 made me cry. I need to watch it. I need to watch it, man. Um, I'm doing pretty good though. How are you doing, Black Loki? But this is obviously a film that we want to make for you guys, and we really want to go at it. We really want to make something special out of it. We don't want it to be just a simple video posted on YouTube, just be posted on YouTube. We thought we would actually make a very cool documentary style film, and it's going to be a love letter to the show A Haunting from back in the day of sci-fi. So we want to make it kind of on the level of that, but we want to obviously make it really good. So we want like the good cameras, we want good background music, and not over the top, no Sam and Colby over the top music, but like we really want to make it something to make you think. We really want it to be something that you can understand where we're coming from, why we believe in the supernatural, the paranormal. Whoa, cool, man! You're making a movie. Basically, it's basically, yeah, kind of documentary though, more of a documentary where we'll be sitting down telling you guys these stories, obviously, about our lives and the paranormal that we've encountered. And it will be completely up to you whether you believe that stuff or not, but these are things that happen to us that we can't explain. So it will be a one-time deal thing, and it's going to be premiering on YouTube. Obviously, we would want to do that. We want to have it premiere on YouTube if we ever make this. So if this Indiegogo comes out and you guys want to contribute to the project, you guys are able to contribute to the project and be a part of the project itself. So that is something we plan on doing in the future. Not sure when, but in the future at some point. And we plan on doing this once we hit 10,000 subs, because 10,000 subs is a goal of ours. And then maybe if we hit 100,000 subscribers, we'll make something else, and we'll probably step beyond that. But right now, we want to get the equipment to use, the right equipment. We don't want to just throw something together. As I've said, we want good cameras. We want good editing software. We want shit to make it look really professional. And I know a lot of you guys are really wanting to see a document. You guys really want us to tell our ghost stories in more of a detailed kind of way. So we were like, we need to go ahead and do this. And obviously, I would hire actors. I would hire people who would play younger versions of us if we were younger and experiencing stuff like I did. I was probably about 7 when I experienced my first paranormal encounter. So, and we've lived in haunted houses our entire lives. So, like, I mean, I have. I don't know if Michael has, but I've certainly lived in haunted houses. He's been followed by something before, which is going to be talked about. I believe in it. I've experienced a few things. Why I believe it? Because I went to the old house near my papa's, Jordan. You've been there before, but I was alone and I heard a voice upstairs and footsteps. So I go up there and I see a shadow. Yeah, I remember. I remember that. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Person, and it scared me, so I ran. Yes, I remember that. So this is obviously something that is a passion project. It will be done right if we're going to do it, because we don't want it to be half-assed. We don't like the half-assed stuff. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be a one-time thing. So we definitely need the money to back it. We definitely need the equipment to use. Um, Jordan, you watch the VHS movies, right? I do watch VHS movies. Yeah, absolutely, man. I don't know if that's a reference to Ring, or you're actually asking me if I've watched VHS tapes. I've definitely, I own VHS tapes. I have a VHS player behind me. Love VHS tapes. Absolutely, man. And maybe I will make it an option on Indiegogo. I'll have to figure out how to do it, but to send out DVD copies of this to the people who pay monthly and to people who want to contribute. So if you guys maybe want a DVD copy of that in the future, we'll definitely be looking into how to do that, so we can get you guys DVD copies of this documentary. But again, this is just if we hit 10,000 subs, we will definitely be putting up an Indiegogo to do this. Jordan, me need to be like Sam and Colby and go on haunted places near our town. I would love that, and would be amazing. Love the dedication. Thank you so much, Victoria. Absolutely. No, this is, if you are a fan of Sam and Colby, if you're a fan of the paranormal and supernatural, and you are curious to hear our stories and why we believe in ghosts, why do I do reactions to Sam and Colby, why I enjoyed Sam and Colby when they're serious, this is definitely the documentary that will probably tell you why I enjoy the paranormal so much. Good day. How are you doing? Thank you, Huck. Thank you for joining us. I'm doing pretty good, man. VHS copies, that'd be pretty cool. That would be cool, wouldn't it? If I can make VHS copies, I'd have to figure out how to do it, but I'd love to do that. I would, actually. That'd be awesome. And maybe I'll try to release posters. I don't know. But this is actually the poster that I plan on using for it. You know, I don't want to make it over the top crazy. You know, I think it says a lot. It's me and Michael telling our stories in very, very interesting ways. And I got stories, by the way. I do have stories. It's going to be told in, like, not really an anthology kind of way, more kind of like an anthology kind of way, where it's going to be ghost story after ghost story after ghost story after ghost story. So, and I will be telling stories that my family have experienced too, though. That's going to be an interesting thing. So this is basically the story of two guys talking about their paranormal encounters in life. That's pretty much the synopsis of this documentary. It's not nothing like, you know, it's all connected. It's like, you know, oh my God, this happened for this reason and this. No, it's like these are just stories told by people in my family and Michael's family on things that actually happened in their lives. And I think that sounds like a lot of fun and really cool, and it hopefully makes you ask questions. I hope someday experience my own encounter. Hopefully it won't be violent. No, yeah, you don't want a violent ghost. I've experienced creepy, crazy shit. Would you guys ever do a ghost hunting channel? Huck, actually, that me and Michael have talked about, because I know a lot of people really like my opinion on Sam and Colby and my opinion on the paranormal. We've talked about if this channel ever grows to the point where, you know, we're not just able to do movie reactions, but we have enough money to back up good equipment and go out there and actually do stuff like that, we've talked about doing paranormal investigation for a side. It's kind of like a segment on this channel. So if you guys like that stuff, then we would absolutely want to do it. Obviously, we aren't going to be going out there and like challenging demons or doing Ouija boards and stuff like that, but we would definitely be interested to do something along those lines for you guys if you ever wanted to see something like that, for sure. I like how you pronounce the documentary. Why We Believe. Yeah, Why We Believe. I like the name of that. I don't know why. It came to me and I'm like, you know what? That speaks to me. Why We Believe. It's just literally, it's just a tale of just different stories that are passed down or we've experienced. And by the way, that's a picture of Washington State right there. I just added me and Michael there, and it looks rather cool. Washington State is where I experienced a lot of my encounters in life. Would you guys ever do ghost hunting? Jordan, you need to go into the woods in the dark behind my papa's house. It's worst when the house beside my papa's house. It's probably the worst, scariest place ever. My father actually told me once that he was laying on the couch, felt something weird, looked down and saw that the couch was floating. He was so scared he ran to my mother. He was speechless. Oh, I have no doubt. That would scare me too. I would be utterly terrified. I'd be utterly terrified. Weird question, but what type of TV is that in the background? Honest to God, I don't know. I don't know what kind of TV it is. It's a box TV with a VHS on it, but I don't know what brand it is, to be honest with you. Um, I don't really want to get up and go look, but like, Washington, it is beautiful. I'm from Washington, so like I grew up in Washington, so like in the woods in the dark, you hear voices. It's dark to breathe. It's too dark. It's hard to breathe. It makes you feel like you're being watched. And there is the one place in the woods I could take you, but I haven't been for 2 years. But that would be great. Being in Australia, I love watching ghost hunting from the U.S. There's some amazing locations. Oh, that's awesome. You're from Australia. You're from where Josh Dubb and Molly are. That's how yeah. I love those guys. I think they have awesome channels. Big fan of Molly. Molly makes me laugh like crazy. Mr. Jordan, do you make movie posters? 555 play. Uh, I've never made a movie poster in my life, but I would definitely, if it was a perk option, I would definitely try to figure out how to make movie posters for you guys to send those out and get those to you. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. By the way, guys, if you're liking this type of content, be sure to hit the like button if you are watching and liking this. But anyways, that is the idea for the documentary. If you guys want to see that, obviously, go out, support the channel, subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And then me and him will put together the Indiegogo campaign to help make this thing a possibility. So that is that. Okay. All right, that is that on that subject. It is a possibility that could happen. The sooner we get to 10,000, the sooner we can start really, really getting into that conversation about whether we should put an Indiegogo together right now or later. But we definitely don't want to as I said, we don't want to half-ass this thing. We want it to be as professional as utterly possible. We don't want to just use our cameras that we used for the trip because those cameras are really garbage. We really want good cameras and good equipment. I finished the drawing. I don't know if you saw the picture I sent. I don't think I did actually. Kong, I've been so busy, so busy. All Aussies are adorable. LOL. Has Carolina Graham been on? I remember her. Carolyn. We met her in Texas. She was actually in a picture we took together. So that picture has been on our community page and the video of the Texas trip. So that was a lot of fun meeting her. We loved it. We loved meeting her. It was so much fun. It's crazy. We actually sat down in front of Starbucks for like probably a good 15, no longer than that. We were sitting there for probably about 40 minutes just chatting about horror films and stuff, talking about movies Michael hasn't seen and he should see. Really cool, really cool. She was very sweet, very awesome. Please watch A Voice in the Dark from Atop of the Fourth Wall. It's a great sort of radio play from many of former producers of Channel Awesome. Well, that's awesome. Channel Awesome is a good channel. I will definitely need to check that out at some point. I finished the drawing. Hey, buddy, looking sharp with those glasses. Just got home from a birthday dinner. Turn 32 tomorrow. Well, happy freaking birthday. I believe creativity, and thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're still pretty young. Sorry. And by the way, I might be getting on later. Who knows? Maybe later tomorrow or today, and I'll probably try to play one of my Xbox One games for you guys live. I haven't done that in a while. So my mom had a cup of coffee once. The spoon was moving by itself. That's a bit eerie. That's a bit eerie. Yeah, that is eerie. I think I'll stop telling my ghost stories until the documentary because I really want you guys to, and I'm going to probably try to present those stories as clearly as I saw them, in real life. I'm going to try to show you exactly what I saw through my eyes. I'm unsure if we're gonna have an animator animate the stuff. Like we really want to think about it, animate the stuff, or we're actually gonna tell it with like green screens and filming and actors or whatnot. It just depends. The big 32, lol. I am going to be 26 years old this year. No, next year. Next year I'm going to be 26 years old, July 2nd. I am 25. I'm surprised I don't need glasses because I sit so close to the TV. Zandug, hi Jordan. Haven't hopped on for a while. How's things? I watched The Car from 1977 over Halloween. Bit like Christine, also the original Don't Be Afraid of the Dark from 1973. Uh, how are you doing, Zanduk, by the way? I don't know why I looked down and I saw your comment. How are you doing, by the way? And that's awesome. Oh, I've heard of the car. People have recommended the car to me several times, and I've thought about it. Um, and also, I've never seen Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. That would be an interesting to check out one too. I've been okay, man, and I hope you've been okay too. I've been decently okay, talking about the documentary and whatnot, filming a lot, posting a lot, doing all what I can to entertain people. How have you been? Try again. Say, got done watching the Chucky show. I have not yet. Actually, I haven't even stopped. I haven't even watched episode 3 or anything above yet because the place I was watching them on stopped airing them. So like I have no way to watch them unless I pay for like Sci-Fi Plus. And I've been paying for other streaming services. Like you have to pay for everything now, like almost every fucking thing. And that's just life, you know. But I just can't afford it right now. Um, and that bums me out because I was really wanting to continue that show. Well, Jordan, I might go. I'm not having a good day. I got kicked off the basketball team because of my grades. School has been hard. 8th grade sucks, and my 14th birthday party is tomorrow. I'm so sorry to hear that, Alex. I know for a fact, man, that I never enjoyed school. I didn't enjoy school till my last couple years of school. I got to tell you. But, you know, there's a silver linings to everything. There's always a plus side to all the negativity and all the badness. You just gotta just keep trying hard, man. Just keep doing what you've been doing. You just gotta keep pushing through, because you know school will be over one day, and then you won't have school no more. I don't have school no more, so I mean it's just you gotta keep trying, just keep pushing yourself. It's the time to push yourself, but things aren't always gonna be easy during school. No, dude, it's not gonna be easy. It wasn't easy for me. It was definitely not easy for me. I was bullied constantly in school. Constantly, to the point of high depression. And I had a lot of people who obviously got me through it. Cinnamon got me through it. She was very kind to me, and we started nerding out and talking and stuff. Really cool of her. My friend Lane, Michael. I mean, you know, there's just a lot of there's silver linings to school, man. There's silver linings to school. You know, just keep pushing yourself. It's not gonna last forever. You'll be out of school soon. Trust me, it goes by. Dude, Dustin's already graduated. We did not expect him to graduate. Like, it was crazy when I found out he actually graduated. I'm like, wow, time's flying. It ain't gonna last forever, man. Don't worry. You'll get out of school. So Miss Caldwell makes it feel like it's going to go on forever. I remember Miss Caldwell. Don't worry, man. Actually, you're in the 8th grade, so I'm pretty sure next year you don't even have her anymore. So like, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You won't even have Miss Caldwell anymore after next year. Um, he went to he's going to the same school I went to. I tell my body that. Well, my body feels a lot older. Watching it on Prime. I probably should watch it on Prime. I should probably get Prime. I had a weird experience at the Hard Rock Cafe in Vegas. I'm pretty sure that place is haunted, isn't it? I felt something sit on my bed that lay down. That's crazy, man. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is a good one. Did you know that there was an original movie with Kim Darby from The True Grit on in Halloween 6? I did not actually. I'm afraid of turning 30. I mean, look, I don't like the idea of getting older myself, but you know, but you know, age to me is unavoidable, and I'm one of those people. It doesn't help to fear it. You know what I mean? Just just live life, man. Just enjoy yourself. Get hobbies. Just find some things that make you happy. I mean, age is just unavoidable. It really is. And I used to be afraid of it myself. I used to be afraid what age would do to me. And I'm trying to stay as healthy as I possibly can. I'm going on walks and I'm working out sometimes. Um, I don't look it, but I actually am. I used to be a lot thinner before the quarantine. I used to have like I was thin as fuck. But and I know I'm not fat. I'm not saying I'm fat, but I definitely have always thought about what age would do to me, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't be scared. Age is just a number. It's like, dude, even those people who make fun of old people saying, "Oh, you're old" and stuff, it's like they'll be in the same shoes one day. They'll be there. They'll be there one day, and then they'll look back on that thinking, "I shouldn't have said that," because now they're going to be going through it, you know? I've been called old man, and it's like, dude, I'm 25 years old. I'm literally like 10 years maybe older than you. It's not even that big of a difference. Well, it was better when my Aunt Cinnamon was here. She was like 15 minutes away and I could talk to her. Hey, I mean, it's a Y, by the way. Cinnamon spelled with a Y. I'm sure autocorrect did that to you. Um, Cinnamon's good, especially on toast. Yep, been bullied, which led to anxiety attacks. Yep, I've had an anxiety attack. I actually held in my anger in for so long that when I finally wanted to snap, it was too much for me to handle, and I actually almost had a panic attack. Yeah, and a heart attack. It was crazy. It was crazy. By the way, Philip, thank you for joining us. I just saw that you joined us. What's your thoughts on a kid watching your stuff? Mick, that's a good question, man. That is a good question. I have a lot of kids who watch my stuff, and to me, if you don't want your kids watching my stuff, then just there's pretty much there's options for you don't have to like let your because my most of my content is actually made for not for kids. I cuss a lot. I'm very people I remember when I did my reaction to Dark Crystal that you bring it up, Mick. I remember that I watched Dark Crystal and someone commented on that video and saying I should have been ashamed of myself because of my disgusting attitude and stuff and how I kept cussing and whatnot. I wasn't cussing at the movie. I was getting into the movie and I was cussing along with the movie, really enjoying it. And this guy commented really, really trashing me. And, I replied with a very cool, calm comment saying, well, I apologize, man. Some of my humor doesn't work for people and I apologize for that. It's not impersonal. It's just it's the way I talk. It's the way I bring myself out to be. And it's never personal, never personal. And he was like, oh, you were really cool about it. But then a lot of the movie friends really got on that guy. Like, if you don't like his content, you didn't have to say nothing. You could have just turned it off and walked away. And I get where he was coming from. I get that some kids probably watch my channel and they, I never, because, kids can learn anything now. I mean, the world's never safe when it comes to cussing. You could be at home, the dad's cussing behind the scenes and whatnot. I mean, cussing is not really a good thing, but I don't mind if younger people watch my videos. I'm talking like I'm not young. I don't mind if younger people watch my videos and enjoy my humor. I don't mind that. I mean, it's a free world, but at the same time, I really don't want no kid walking around saying the things I say to their parents or whatnot, because that would make me feel horrible. I do feel that. I don't want my kids walking around saying the things I've said on, live streams or videos like that. So, but I also don't want to stop being me, because that's essentially what would happen if I stopped cussing. I would stop being me slowly, and I'd become this very tame person. Okay, that was weird. That was weird. Sorry about that. Michaela, thank you for joining. That was weird. My 18 sucked. I had food poisoning. That would suck, man. But the thing to worry about is the journey, not the destination. Age is just a number. Look at the way growing old is unavoidable. Growing up isn't. That's right. Hello, Michaela. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a great day. Just remember, if you shame someone, it comes back to you. When I turned 21, I didn't have any friends to drink with me on my birthday. I can relate to that, actually. Not a lot of people hung out with me on my 21st birthday. Disgusting. What? Clearly, they haven't had heard George Carlin's work. I'm gonna mispronounce your name. I'm gonna call you Buttercup. Is that okay if I call you Buttercup? Hello, Buttercup. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? Sorry, Castaneda. I might be mispronouncing that, so my apologies. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Hey, Libra, what's up? Thank you for joining. How are you guys doing today? I'm just drinking some coffee, talking to you guys about horror films, Hocus Pocus 2, and all that stuff. Okay, celebrating my dad's birthday. Oh, that's awesome. I hope he had a great birthday. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. One of my favorite comedians. Well, by Jordan, but I know how you felt. I was bullied since 3rd grade, and I know I'm in 8th. I was told to, never mind, I don't talk to about it. But now I have to go see a counselor. I might be back. I'ma go eat. Okay, Alex, have a great dinner, man. And I've been in those situations before too, man. You'd be surprised. So I get it. I understand. I'm okay. LOL. I know George Carlin is good, but I'm just saying comedic work has a lot of vulgarity than Jordan's. Oh yeah, for sure. There are way worse people than me. I'm not saying this as a bashful thing, but I know we watched a movie. Love that channel to death. Mike and Jay are awesome. They cuss all the time. Everything. They make dick jokes. I mean, and a lot of younger people watch their channel. So, like, I'm very tame compared to them. They are awesome. I love their channel. And I'm not saying that as a bashful thing. I'm saying there are people who cuss a lot more than me. He did. He loved it. That's good to hear. Sebastian, have ever watched Bill Hicks? I have not myself, but I'm. Looks like you're asking Sebastian. I'm okay. This is my first time seeing you live stream. Oh well, that's awesome. I'm glad you can make it to this. That's so cool. Hello, hello. I grew up in the country, going to work on a farm. We had other help. I heard all sorts of cussing from an early age. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'll be back. I'm going to see if my mom is okay. Okay, Lee. Okay, hope she's okay. I watched a Turkish movie called Baskin. Not sure if I like it, but the bad guy was very freaky. Mmm, that's awesome. Yes, I go live every Friday. I try to go live every Friday. I don't go live every Friday because sometimes I'm very busy recording or editing. If I'm not recording, I'm editing, and if I'm not editing, I'm filming. Recording and filming are the same thing, Jordan. But I'm always doing something for YouTube. Hope most of the time, or I'm editing Michael's stuff or posting his stuff. Michael's next video should be coming out. I think tomorrow's the next day Michael's next video comes out, which is a reaction to Dead Meat. His first reaction to Dead Meat. So if you guys like Dead Meat reactions, then you might be kind of excited for that. So that was a lot of fun to get him to film. He's supposed to be sending me more stuff. Jordan, have you ever seen The Legends of Billy Jack? I have not, Old Man Jenkins. What? Your language might pick that S and R start GD it. I cuss a lot. I cuss a lot, and people who watch my channel, who are part of the channel, understand that. And I hope if you subscribe, you are aware of that too. Because I mean, I love that you guys subscribe to the channel, but if you're not aware of my humor, and then you come up, and then you subscribe, and then you find out that I'm one of those guys, then I hope it doesn't ruin your taste. I like your hair. It looks good. Well, thank you, Buttercup. That's awesome. Nice haircut. Thank you so much. I got it trimmed back here. Really, really needed a trim for sure. Actually, it really did. It was getting bad. People were like, get your hair cut, man. It's like in your face and stuff. And I'm like, oh, you're right. It's getting long. It's getting long. Cowboy Bebop. I can't wait for that show. I don't know if I'm going to do reactions to it. I might. Patrons, you are going to be getting a lot of TV show reactions, by the way. And you guys can be a part of Patreon for $1 a month and actually sit down and watch Tales from the Crypt with me. That's a fun time. Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, and I don't edit the reactions either, so they're just full episode reactions. You can actually watch the full episodes with me. Looks good. Thank you so much, Buttercup. That means a lot. It really does. That really does. I'm always fishing for compliments, you know what I mean? So when they're just handed to me, makes me feel good. I'm supposed to do my schoolwork right now, but I prefer watching you live. See, that's probably what you meant by what do you think of the younger people watching you? They'd rather watch me live than do schoolwork. Hey, I appreciate that. Get your schoolwork done. It helps you in the future. But, I appreciate that you would rather watch me live. That means a lot, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. That means a lot. That's what it's all about, That's why I do this, is for people to rather watch me than do their schoolwork. Because I never liked doing schoolwork either. And I'd watch YouTubers over my schoolwork. Oh my god, I just realized no head covering tonight. No, I have no hat on either. Normally I have a hat on. I'm going to grow my hair long like Rapunzel. That's badass. That's badass, Michaela. You need to cosplay as Rapunzel too at that point. That'd be awesome. No hockey masks, Beanie? Not yet. No, not today. It's actually sitting right next to me, but I'm not going to wear it right now. It's rather warm in my room, and that thing does bring on the sweat quite a bit. And not only that, it gives me kind of a headache especially when you have a beanie on and it's hot, and you're like, ugh, this thing is killing me. By the way, who here subscribed to my channel because of Sam and Colby? I'm curious. I'm curious to hear who subscribed to my channel because of Sam and Colby reactions. And no, I'm not shaming you. I love that you did, because that's awesome. Because I don't know if some of you guys just jumped into my live stream, and I want to tell you that me and my friend Michael, who runs the channel with me, are going to be making a documentary, paranormal documentary, actually, when we hit 10,000 subs. Me, that's when I first seen you. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Libra, me. I'll see you later. Take care, Jordan. All right, Michaela. Thank you so much for the compliment. I really appreciate that. I'm glad your dad had a great birthday. I really hope to see you as Rapunzel one day. Thank you so much for joining. Means a lot. Jordan, you look better with your natural hair color. I agree. I'm really happy to have dark brown back. I normally have dark brown hair. And I'll tell you what. I went blonde for a little while, but I missed my old color. Never watched them. I got here from your Christine reaction. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Those are old school subscribers right there. The people who watch our movie reactions from back in the day. I got several Christmas movie reactions coming to you guys this year too. I'm planning on actually filming a lot of those probably here in the next week or so, and then getting them edited ready for October, December. By the way, Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation movie reaction. And I know I'm not posting as many movie reactions as other channels do, so my apologies for that. People, probably subscribe to my channel thinking I was going to be posting movie reactions every week like I used to. But at the same time, it's like, you start leaning towards different things and you really want to do other things besides, because movie reaction channels, there's so many now. There's so many now, and I really wanted to stretch our wings a little bit and try different things. And people, for the most part, have been enjoying those, so I really appreciate that. You're welcome. I don't think I'll be Rapunzel, sorry. Just naturally long blonde hair. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's awesome. I still appreciate that. That's still cool. I subbed from the Crow reaction. There you go. That's one of the first movies I ever reacted to. Oh, man. Do what I do. Shave your head and no haircut problems. Oh, I love my hair, though. I love having hair. I don't think I would look good bald, to be honest with you. No, I know I wouldn't. My friend Cinnamon said I would never look good bald, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. I agree. Not sure. And at least I look decent, with hair. I'm not like a horrifyingly ugly person. Never watched them. Okay, Jordan, you look better with your natural hair. Making sure I'm caught up on all. I don't just watch for the Sam and Colby reactions. I actually like your content reacting to scary movies. No, that's sweet of you. I'm glad though you got to the channel through Sam and Colby because Sam and Colby videos are doing very well. So I wasn't bashing you in any way. I really appreciate you actually sitting down watching the videos. I really appreciate when people come in for like the music reactions or the Sam and Colby reactions, and they go back and check out my older videos. I think that's so sweet of you. And it means a lot because those older videos, we put a lot of time and effort into those videos, and obviously things are a lot easier now. Editing is not. Editing is still a pain in the ass. But I might go watch Jordan's interview with the vampire reaction again. That's awesome that dude. People have told me they have gone back and watched those reactions several times. Hocus Pocus 2 is long overdue. Oh, I agree. We actually talked about Hocus Pocus 2, and thank you for joining us, Liam. I appreciate that, man. Hocus Pocus 2, if you guys did not see the set photo or the, I think it's like either a set photo or an actual photo from the film itself, but if you guys did not see, you heard it right, Hocus Pocus 2 released their first picture of, bam, the Sanderson sisters. So if you guys did not see that, here it is. There it is. Look at that. The Sanderson sisters. And I'll go ahead and pull up our other subject for the night, which is obviously mine and Michael's documentary that we plan on making in the future called Why We Believe. 1 second. Bam. Bam. There we go. There we go. Look at that. There we go. I jump on now more for the chats than the reactions. Oh, that's still cool of you though, Huck. That's still cool of you, man. I mean, regardless of why you joined the channel and you just like watching just to watch because you enjoy the conversations we have, I appreciate that too. Not sure who they are. Saw your interview with the vampire reaction. A lot of people came in for that one. Do what I do, shave your head. I don't watch. I might go watch Jordan's interview with the vampire. Hocus Pocus 2. Please watch the Daddy's Little Girl. I would love to see a reaction to that. Libra says. I will definitely have to look into that for sure, Libra. Thank you so much. I know you mentioned it several times. I really do got to get to it. I got to get to a lot of people's reactions. Oh man, I jump on more for the chats. It will be nearly 4 months when I subbed, and it was a live stream with Michael. That's so awesome. Yeah, Michael. Michael hasn't done a live stream in a while by himself. He joined me for the Halloween one not too long ago. That was fun. We had a lot of fun talking to you guys for like 2 hours. I think we were on there for like 2 hours. Yep, really great people here. Any new Mr. Bond reactions? I subscribe to him. Enjoy him a lot. We plan on definitely reacting to more Mr. Ball and Mr. Nightmare stuff in the future. Absolutely. Right now, I'm more focused on getting the Christmas movie reactions out than anything else, and probably more Squid Game stuff than anything else. Obviously, Sam and Colby videos, people really enjoy those. Those are hitting over like thousands of views, so I gotta like keep those up because people really like seeing the Sam and Colby stuff. But Mr. Ballin, absolutely, we plan on doing more of those in the future for sure. We don't, most of the YouTubers that we react to are definitely ones we plan on continuing. Mr. Ballin is really good. Have you ever seen reactions from channel Melverse? Really sounds familiar, actually. Let me go ahead and look that up for you guys. Let me go ahead and look up Melverse really quick. Yes, I have. Yep. He's killing it. He didn't even start YouTube that long ago, I don't think. No, I think he started YouTube like literally 1 year ago. He started YouTube 1 year ago, and this guy's already at 83,000 subscribers. It's insanely good on him. Good on him. You should react to Dead Set, the TV series, on your channel. That sounds very interesting. Um, Interview with the Vampire reaction is the best. Not a lot of people react to the Interview with the Vampire, which I was kind of surprised. Your reactions are funny with Sam and Colby when they annoy you. Thank you so much. No, I mean, they do get under my skin sometimes, but it's not really their fault. It's their humor, and that's fine. I get it. I get why people like them so much. You know, they're a 5 million subscriber channel. I'm sitting at 7,000, almost 7,000. Have you seen the King of Mukbang? I have not, but I've heard of it. Your streams are great. Insomniacs, in a good way, I mean, as an interesting, entertaining content. Not that you send me to sleep. No, I feel like our channel is a very good one to fall asleep to. Like, we have those kind of voices where we're talking and stuff, and you guys can just slowly fall asleep to them. Very nice conversations, very entertaining, especially if you watch us towards nighttime. But Squid Games is very similar to the original Running Man novel, with not the bad Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Not a bad Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I've heard of that one. Actually, I think we own that one, actually. But, oh, thank you guys so much for 16 likes, by the way. I really appreciate the support. I really do. You have no idea. But, again, my opinions of Sam and Colby are only opinions. Take them with a grain of salt. You guys might not feel the same way. A lot of people like my banter back and forth between, like, their the seriousness Sam and Colby, and then the cringy Sam and Colby. But these guys have, like, almost 6 million subscribers. What am I gonna do? Like, my opinion, no, my opinion doesn't matter at all. I'm literally a 7,000 subscriber channel, not even close to their level of godness. So, have you seen Nikocado Avocado? Oh god, oh god. I've seen 1 or 2 of his videos. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, it's kind of shameful. I think he can be funny at some points, but to me, what he's doing for views is utterly, it's not right. It's not right. It's not right, and the reason why it's not right is because Sam and Colby are secretly dating. Meme Fact says. His reactions to Godfather 1 and 2 are great, especially where I've seen Godfather 1. I haven't seen Godfather 2. Just because you're not as famous doesn't mean your opinion's less valuable. Well, I appreciate that, old man Jenkins. I really do, man. But no, I've seen Nikocado Avocado's content, and to me it's shameful, man, because the guy is literally killing himself to get views, and to me that is like, I was a big guy at one point. I weighed 250 pounds. I don't weigh nearly as much as he does now, but I weighed 250 pounds, and I lost that weight, and it was one of the best feelings I ever had. The guy was at a healthy weight, and he decided to gain all that weight because he wanted to get viewers and money, and it's just like, you're killing yourself, dude. You're really killing yourself. It's not. It bums me out because I was once a heavyset guy, and to see someone do that to themselves it's sad. It's sad. It's not, to me, it's not entertaining, man. You should start reacting to Mackie and Amanda. They do Paranormal Activities too. I will definitely have to consider that. People have asked me to react to a lot of other paranormal investigator videos, and I'm gonna stick with Sam and Colby for now. I'm gonna finish up as many Sam and Colby content videos as I can, and then I'll move over to someone else. But and Michael actually has a video for TFIL on our channel, but no one's watched it. Not many people. Is that the guy who's eating all the time? Yeah, it's the guy who's eating all the time. My sister made me watch Nikocado Avocado. Never again. Just because you should start reacting to Mackie. Okay, making sure I'm caught up with all my comments. But no, Nikocado Avocado is just, I can't get into his content. He's trying way too hard to be funny. He's using his weight to make people laugh, and he's using eating food contests to get views, and the guy's already heavy set enough. He doesn't need to eat as much as he is. He's literally going to kill himself, and I'm pretty sure he's been in the hospital several times. And he has an OnlyFans page, and I don't know. I can't get into his content. I can't. And I will not react to his content either. I will not do that. I can't. The guy's has like 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers. Nikocado Avocado is very cringy. I agree. I think His he actually has an OnlyFans account, and I found that out by watching The Boys, Molly. Yeah, I didn't know he had an OnlyFans account, but the guy actually has an OnlyFans account. Crazy. The downside of social media. Yep. Yep, that's true. So, it may take longer, but if I ever get to the level of like 100,000 subs or more, at least I'll know I did it doing what I wanted to do, not forcing myself to do something that would probably, like, I could probably come out tomorrow with a fucking food eating contest, and I could probably spend like 2 years getting myself really big. I would never do it. And I'd probably hit almost 1 million subscribers in no time, just because I'm putting myself through all that stress and all that eating. And I feel like there are easily better ways to get subscribers and more healthier ways to get subscribers than doing that to yourself. I really don't see why he's doing that to himself. Now, obviously it's worked in his favor because people are really liking watching him do that. However, doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right to do. You know how many people he's probably inspired to probably go out and start eating like that and literally getting themselves so big they have like heart problems? You still play Five Nights at Freddy's? I would love that. I would absolutely love to go back and play Five Nights at Freddy's. Actually, I was debating on playing a game tomorrow, and it's either going to be Five Nights at Freddy's or I'm going to be playing Silent. I think I got Silent Hill or the first Resident Evil game. I think it's a sign of insecurity. I think it's a sign of insecurity too. I really do. I just like it may take me eons longer to be successful at YouTube. I'm doing decently okay at YouTube right now. Now, is this like a full-time thing where I can like actually, like, am I making enough money to make this a full-time thing? Kind of, but obviously I need to start doing better, or, I really got to consider doing this as a part-time thing. I would love YouTube to be a full-time thing, but if I have to make it a part-time thing, I will do my best to keep doing it, but I did it my way. I did it my way. Yep, yay. But if I can do this full time, I would definitely do it full time. Obviously, at the time, I am doing it full time thanks to the pandemic, and that's the only thing that's good that's come out of this pandemic is the fact I have a lot of free time to use for this. And yeah, we have a lot of people in the house who don't need to get COVID right now, so like there's a lot of people dying around us, and it's just getting very sick, and it's just very alarming. So I have been at home, keeping myself quarantined, staying away from people. Yeah, I'm one of those. There's too many people in this house that we can't risk it. Sorry, like we just can't. And it's not getting any better. In a lot of places, it's not getting any better. So far, I'm mostly a YouTuber for watching, commenting, and uploading. Occasional fan dub join. That's awesome, though, man. That's good. Yes. Thank you. But anyways, no, it's just, a moment of real, like, honesty, People have told me, too, it's like, you're trying to pity people into giving you money, and it's like, no, I'm being realistic. That's just me being realistic and honest with you. It's like, you can't keep a YouTube channel going without money. YouTubers like PewDiePie, they're making so much money they have nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? That's the reality of YouTube. YouTube is a very risky business because if you start losing all the subscribers or your channel gets canceled, what's your income? So it's like I hate when people say like you're just pitying people. It's like no, I'm not trying to pity anybody at all. It's the reality of YouTube. It's the reality of any business. Once you stop making money, you plummet. If like, for example, if Sam and Colby were to have their channel automatically deleted, they would have to go out and get jobs. That's the reality of it. And you're not saying that YouTube's not a job. They'd have to get another job. That's pretty much what I meant. Have you dealt depression during the pandemic, and how do you cope with it? I have. I really have, yes. I've gone through depression during the pandemic. One of the things I started doing during the pandemic was eating a little bit, and I was actually at one point almost like maybe over 200 pounds during the pandemic, and I brought it down quite a bit. I'm like 170 now, 160. It doesn't take me long to lose weight, but I started getting depressed and stuff because no one was talking to me, and when they were talking to me, stressful things were happening to them, and it got me depressed and whatnot, and that's just, one of the things I would do, coping, YouTube. I did YouTube. It helped me out a lot. YouTube actually brought me out of a depression because I was actually able to focus on YouTube again. I was doing YouTube probably back in 2013, and I stopped for a long time. But I was like, this quarantine has given me so much free time. Why not do YouTube again? And I started doing YouTube again. We started doing reactions, and we started doing movie reactions, and the channel blew up. We hit over almost 2,000 subs in no time. and we're already almost to 7,000 subs. So like to me, yes, it was all accomplished in a year. And most people, who have movie reaction channels, they like blew up and to 40,000 to 50,000 subscribers. But even knowing we didn't make it as big as they did, we still feel so accomplished. We're still feeling so accomplished. Also want to improve writing as well. Start writing down my ideas more, because my mind is just not that focused, and ideas come up with and disappear immediately. I feel that. Oh yeah, I ate during the pandemic like crazy. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right. Have you done? I'm hoping I'll start posting original videos, like reacting or giving thoughts on something, but I need more time to learn proper editing. I definitely learned a lot of editing things while doing my YouTube channel this year. I'm glad you started up again. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm very happy I started up too, because I'm actually making money off this. I'm actually doing okay at it. So I'm not making enough money. Michael, like our situation right now, and this is the moment of true honesty right here. And me and Michael have talked about it several times, and Michael is 100% okay with it. So don't think I'm not paying him because I'm keeping all the money to myself. No, I'm not making enough money to pay for two people. Michael has a job. He's had a job before, I didn't have a job before the pandemic happened. So YouTube was my only source of income, and still is right now. So we're not making enough money to pay for us both. He's doing it as a hobby while he's doing his job, and he's loving it. And I'm doing it as a full-time thing right now. And I'm also editing his stuff on the side. So like Michael doesn't know how to edit, so I have to edit his stuff too. So my situation benefits both of us. And he obviously is going to be paid once we actually make more money. He will be obviously paid, because I hate holding money from him. I think it's a crime. But as it sits right now, we just aren't making enough money to give us both money at the same time. It's just not a thing. We can't do that. But obviously, the conversation was very fair. We felt, yes, right now, this is the best way to do it, and we agree. So he agrees, and this is our situation right now. But hopefully, at some point, we hope it gets better. More people have been checking out our Patreon, paying monthly, and it's just been helping out so much, because sometimes you'll come across those YouTubers or those videos that are just copyright claimed, and you can't make no money off those videos. That's what Patreon and the membership program is there for. So like if like our videos aren't making ad revenue, at least we have Patreon to help back that up, so we're not like fully not making money off the channel. That's some things you have to think about. Did you ever get a chance to get the tree picture framed? I did not, actually, but I do plan on doing that. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. God bless you for reminding me, man. Thank you so much, actually, because I really want to hang that downstairs. I'm glad you started up again. I put the COVID kilos, because that was an awesome picture you made, dude. I was so blown away by that. Better in Korean. I agree. Did you get the same Huck? Better in Korean. Sorry, I'm reading all the comments. I'm hoping I'll start posting original videos. Oh yeah, during. Also want to improve writing. I'm glad you started up again. I've been okay, yeah, I got that one. Booze was my biggest problem. Jordan, do you ever have pain in your chest? Sometimes, man. Sometimes. It all depends, but yeah, I've had pain. Thank you. No, thank you, man. I love that picture. I love it. I'm so glad you reminded me. Like, I'm very happy you reminded me. Your picture's right now in my closet, in a drawer right now, safe. I'm thinking of going to therapy because my friend says it's not good to bottle. No, it's not good to bottle things up, man. It's not. You don't want to bottle things up. It's not healthy. I bottled things up for the longest time, and when I finally was ready to release it, I almost had a stroke. So I hope I have to go. Nice watching you. Bye. Okay, thank you so much, Buttercup, for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. When do you know about Sam and Colby? When did I learn about them? I learned about Sam and Colby because my younger sister, Brittany, who was really into them, has some of their merch and stuff, and she's like, you really need to check these guys out. They're into paranormal and stuff. I think it'd be fun if you reacted to them. And I just went ahead and said, all right, I'll go ahead and react to them and see what I thought. Now, I didn't like them at first, but then the more I watched them, the more you guys started talking to me about them, the more I started slowly having an appreciation for them. I wasn't even subscribed to their channel for the first, like, 2 videos because I really didn't like the content at the time. And I'm like, I'm really not feeling that big of supporting them. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I watched one of their videos. I think it was the Conjuring video, and I'm like, all right, these guys are really cool. I'm just going to go ahead and subscribe. And I'm still subscribed now. I think they're really a good channel. I really do. And I will not unsubscribe to them either. At first, I wasn't sure, but now I'm, like, pretty set on them. They annoy me every once in a while, but that's still, like, it's like, whatever. You know, some of the humor doesn't work for me, but that's fine. I felt the same way about, I mean, I'm very critical when it comes to bigger YouTubers. And the reason why I am is because sometimes I don't like the way people change with, like, I'm sure if people here are probably going to think that one day I'm going to become so money greedy and I'm going to become so like full of it because of how YouTube can change people. YouTube can change people 100% because now they start making all this money. They're making more money than most common people, and now they're getting very ignorant. They're not responding to the fans. They're just being very rude, and they're not people. There's people like that all the time. Like two of the biggest YouTubers out there who I can't stand. I can't stand these guys, and I don't care if they ever find us out. I like 7,000 subscribers. they care what a 7,000 subscriber channel says. I can't stand the Paul brothers. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love their content. I know a lot of people are really down for them. I can't stand them. I think they're some of the rudest, the meanest, fucking cold-hearted people out there. The whole Suicide Forest incident with, what was his name? Was it Logan Paul? Dude, that incident should have got him off YouTube right there. But he's back, and that makes no sense to me. Like, you literally recorded a corpse in a tree, and that should have been it right there. You should have known better. This Myers mask will be the death of me. I keep having to paint and repaint the evil damn shape. Almost done, though. That's awesome. I'm glad you're almost done. Sam and Colby are not funny. Handsome, sure, but not funny. Which, if I was a decent-looking human being, I probably would have more subscribers, right? But I'm not, like, on the level of their level. I mean, at one point, when I was a little bit thinner, I actually really looked kind of decent, but I kind of put a little bit of weight back on. I'm kind of losing it again, though, so maybe one day I'll have those cheekbones showing again. But it's also the lighting doesn't help, I guess. Now I'm sitting here criticizing myself. That's what a few years of bullying does to you. You criticize yourself a lot. I'm with you on that one. I watched the doc about poor people who won the lottery and how it ultimately ruined their lives. Money will corrupt most people and cost them more than they for. Absolutely. What is your plans for Thanksgiving? Pretty much have dinner. Record. I'm planning on posting the vacation reaction probably sometime close. Sam and Colby are like teens with overexposed lighting. Yeah. I mean, that's probably a good point. They, a lot of their photos are edited and stuff and whatnot, but, still decent looking dudes. I want a good Myers mask. Are there any advice on dealing? Are there any advice on dealing with anxiety during paranormal activities? Talk about it. Talking about it definitely helps with paranormal encounters and activities. I would say so. Don't sell yourself short, Jordan. I might turn for you. I got the Trick or Treat Studios Myers 78 mask. It's a good mold, but the hair is cheap and the paint job is half-assed. Overhauling that. I've seen pictures, man. I would definitely love to get more Myers masks in the background of my videos. I still got to find some things I want for Christmas. My family keeps asking me, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, I still got to fucking debate that. I don't know what I want for Christmas, actually. I'm still debating that, though. And I know a couple of you guys have messaged me about sending us stuff. So the best thing I can tell you is that our P.O. Box information is down below. And if you guys want to send us anything, the information's down there. So maybe we'll do a big Christmas. Maybe I'll save some of my presents for Christmas and unbox them on the channel. I think that might be fun for you guys. See what I got. You get asked what you want for Christmas. I do. I absolutely do, man. I do. I have that kind of family. They're like, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, we're at that point to where it's like, don't worry about it. But then they're like, they're gonna buy me something anyway because I know them. And it's like, well, if you really want to look into it, there's movies here that, there's movies, there's props I could use for the background, stuff kind of like that. I normally let them go all out and just buy me random stuff sometimes. So Friday the 13th versus Halloween, which is better in your opinion? Pyro God, I'm a Friday the 13th fanboy. Dude, I love Friday the 13th. I grew up with it. I love the setting. I will admit that not a lot of their movies are, like, great. Jason Takes Manhattan's not great. Jason Goes to Hell is not great. Jason X isn't great. There's a lot of bad Friday the 13th films, but I still overall prefer Friday the 13th over Halloween. I really love Halloween, but I'm a big Friday the 13th fan. I just can't not love Friday the 13th. I got, like, a bunch of Friday stuff that people have sent me. I know how you feel. I felt like that for a long time. It's said, but you need to try to put those people behind you and put yourself first. That's the way to do it too. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I'm more that person now than I was probably about 4 years ago. Never ever trust a picture. Trick or Treat Studios posts their mask. It will not look that good. They are a good mask, but the pictures have a lot of fine tuning. Fortunately, I knew that already. I knew that too. I knew that a lot of Trick or Treat Studio masks. Actually, see this mask right here? Well, you can't because the picture's on the screen, but this mask right here, the pumpkin mask right here, actually was I saw that at Spirit Halloween this year, the same mask. And the masks now look a lot shittier now than they did then. I think mine's actually a good version of that mask. For sure. I love the mask I have right now. It's actually seeing those masks made me appreciate that mask a lot more. That version, that painting, the paint job on this mask was 100 times better than the one I saw at Spirit Halloween this year. I've tried to let it out, but I feel weak and silly that how my family raised me. That men don't cry. I don't agree with that one bit, man. There's been plenty of times I've cried. Men don't cry, then why are men able to cry? Do you know what I mean? Like, if men weren't able to cry, they wouldn't have that emotion. That's bottom line, the truth of it. That like men are allowed to cry. You can be a man and cry. I never understood that. Like men don't cry. You know, you're a sissy if you cry. It's like, dude, then why do I cry? If I'm not supposed to cry, why do I cry? To me, that logic makes no sense. That's not the right way to raise people either. Because it's kind of nice. It's good to let emotions out. If you bottle them up, it could be bad for you. I know that for a fact. I just asked for gift cards. Friends and family would ask. I would tell that then I would not get when I asked for. They say, please react to Sam and Colby, the Graveyard series. I will do my best. Actually, I will do my best. I think the next one I was going to react. I'm going to try to finish up Hell Week first, and then I'll go and react to older stuff. But I'm trying to finish up Hell Week because their videos are so freaking long. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on the Trick or Treat. Oh yeah, some of them are really, really not great. I'll be honest. A lot of them are not great. But a lot of them, I love Trick or Treat Studios. I love Trick or Treat Studios. Don't get me wrong. I think a lot of their masks are actually pretty damn decent, especially for a decent price. It takes more courage to cry than to repress it. That's right. That's right. It really does. It really does. I've cried. I'll be honest. I've cried several times. When I had my heart crushed by a girl I really liked, I cried for about a week. Didn't care. Wasn't a good feeling. Wasn't gonna repress it because then I would have taken it out on everybody. Have you got anything special planned for Christmas? We have potato soup on Christmas Eve while we open presents. That's always something we've always done. I also plan on doing a lot of Christmas movie reactions for you guys. So National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and A Christmas Story is supposed to come out next month. What was the first horror movie you ever saw? For me, it was Tremors, and I was only 3 years old. 3 years old is pretty young. Tremors is not the scariest movie of all time, but that is a good one to start out with. My first horror film, I was probably about 4 or 5 years old when I saw Friday the 13th Part 3 on TV during Halloween. Really love it. I really love your room, man. You got some horror vibes. Oh yeah, I'm a big horror fan. I love horror movie stuff. That's basically what my channel is mostly about. We always talk about horror stuff, so I really love that you said that. I mean, my room that's why it's my thumbnail for the most part. My room is always in my thumbnail because like most people love the room, and it took me a while to get it to that point. But thank you so much. I'm glad you really like that. Crying is an important emotion to regulate psychologically. Yeah, no, it is. It is. I like never tell your kids it's not okay to cry because it is absolutely okay to cry. Cried when my heart was broken. Also cried when pets have died. I've cried when my pets have died. I've cried when my heart was broken. It's to me it's not shameful. It's not shameful. I don't care for people who think crying is a bad thing because it really isn't. Yeah, Christmas Story. It's a major award. Yes, I'm going to be watching A Christmas Story for the first time this year. Can't wait. Did you know the director of the original Black Christmas? I did. I did, and I was very shocked about that. So I really can't wait to check out A Christmas Story. I might really love it because I really love Black Christmas. It's actually the Black Christmas is one of my favorite horror films of all time. I've cried over spilt milk. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. I've cried cutting onions. It's like it's okay. I cry when watching movies. Yep, absolutely. I have cried every time when I watch drama movies or my grandmother passed away. Yeah, see, it's like Just because you have something different between your legs doesn't mean you don't have the same rights not to cry. It's like that makes no sense to me. It's like, no, Lee, you already said you don't cry. I love Titanic. I like Titanic too. I'm not like I'm not a diehard romance fan, but Titanic was a good one. LOL, JK. Yeah, I cried during movies all the time, dude. I cried. You should have seen me during Where the Red Fern Grows, man. I lost my shit. I could never get into Black Christmas. I really like it. I know it's a slow burn. I really like that movie a lot. I think it has a lot of good atmosphere, but I get that. I get that. Thank you guys for the 20 likes, by the way. Jesus, oh man. Oh man. I just noticed that. That's very humble. That's very honestly awesome of you. I heard that new Black Christmas film was horrible. The movie The Red Shoes from the 1940s makes me tear up. I don't think I've ever seen that one. I need to catch up on some of my older ones. You reminded me to like. You reminded me to like. Well, I appreciate your like, by the way, man. That means a lot. Yep, slay that like button. Slay it. Murder it. Do what you gotta do, you know? It helps. And most of you guys know that my live streams are not horribly long. Most of the time, the longest I'll go on a Friday Fright night is 2 hours tops. Most of the time, but um, I actually do plan on watching some videos tonight, so it might not be on as long. It's weird. A lot of the times when I watch YouTube videos, I completely forget to like. That's okay. That's okay, old man Jenkins. No problem, man. I still haven't suffered through the new Black Christmas. I hear it's about how men are horrible. That's what I've heard too. I heard it's very much men are horrible. They're pigs. They're animals and stuff. Yeah, I've heard crazy stuff about it. It was a very, I guess, is woke the right word to use? People use that term a lot. Woke. It was a very woke movie. Like, we're supposed to open our eyes up and stuff. I, like, I don't. To me, it's like you don't need to push that so much. Not so much a movie crier, but some songs make me cry. Songs make me cry. Movies make me cry. You should have seen me during the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in theaters, dude. Yay, 20 likes, 22 likes on my screen. Yay. Is there any movie you like to watch on Thanksgiving? I'm going to be probably posting my reaction to the first vacation movie, National Lampoon's Vacation reaction. So that should be coming out this month. So that one, probably. But I don't have necessarily a movie I normally watch on Thanksgiving. Has anyone seen High Plains Drifter, a classic Clint Eastwood Western? I have not. A couple Pink Floyd songs can make me tear up. Time being one of them. Oh yeah, Time. Yep. I have never seen Home Alone 4, man. I've avoided that one. I've never seen Home Alone 3. I mean, I've seen Home Alone 3. That was the last Home Alone film I've watched in the franchise. I haven't seen anything after that, and I chose not to. Watch Miracle on 34th Street and Bobbitt's Feast. I've seen Miracle on 34th Street. I love that one. And Bobbitt's Feast. I have not seen that one, but I do have a lot of plans this Christmas. So hopefully you guys are still around and watching. Sam and Colby vids always make my day a lot better. Well, I actually plan on watching a Sam and Colby vid tonight and having it posted probably either tomorrow or the next day. Still debating that. But I'm going to go ahead, guys, and hop off here. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start watching some YouTube videos and getting them edited and posted and scheduled and all that great stuff. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you guys for about an hour and 20 minutes. I know this Friday night wasn't all that long and crazy, but I hope you guys still enjoyed chatting it up with me. It was a lot of fun. I still love doing it. Have you ever heard of Scene Feast? I have not. I've heard of that one. So what does the low amount of likes do? Like if it's only 100 likes. So what does a low amount of likes? It doesn't really do much. It supports the video. You know what I mean? Like it supports the video. That's a pretty big thing. But 100 likes would be still nice. I mean, I've had the most likes I've had, I think, on a video is like 1.2 thousand likes. Knight, enjoyed this as usual. Thank you so much, Philip. And thank you so much for joining. Victoria, Huck, thank you for joining. Old Man Jenkins, thank you for joining. Francis, thank you for joining. Spooky Traveler, thank you for joining. Princess Hearts, thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you joining Buttercup. Zanduck, thank you. Cheers. Hi to Michael too. Catch you again soon, buddy. Absolutely, Zanduck. Thank you for joining us. Huck, thank you for joining. Lee, thank you for joining. Awesome, of course. Who else joined? Who else joined? Trent, thank you for joining. Sebastian, awesome. Thank you. Everybody, thank you so much. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. So take care.